Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Scottsburg's Board of Public Works and Safety. This is the September the 11th, in 2024, the year of our Lord. We are gathered here today in our City Council chambers in downtown Scottsburg at City Hall. We begin by our call to order. That's what we're just doing now. And we go to our roll call by Clerk Treasurer Jan Hardy.
Karen Gricius. Here. Tom Lewis.
Here.
Terry Amick.
Here, all here and counted for. Thank you, Ms. Carter. Always a joy. Now we're going to go to our approval of the minutes from our August 28th, 2024. If you had read through that and you've seen anything in those minutes,
I make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Karen Gricius makes the motion to accept the minutes. Tom Lewis seconds. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much. Let me go back to approval. B is approval to sign the release of the mortgage. I'm sorry, that's not B. I'm sorry, with A. Maple Run stormwater approval. If you saw this, this was from Heritage Engineering, and it is in your document about they're putting this for our stormwater.
For the summer.
I'm just asking for approval for Carmen since she's out today. She just told me that the letter is from Jeremy from Heritage, and they have offered a conditional approval, and it's just for the section 1 of Maple Run.
Go ahead.
So the motion is to approve it contingent
Constitutionally to
upon.
sign that proclamation.
So the motion she wants is approval of the drainage.
For section 1.
Contingent upon doing
The-
what Heritage says.
Yes, the conditional offer, yeah.
You get that, Jan?
Contingent upon the conditional offer.
The conditional approval, sorry, from Jeremy.
What?
Conditional approval from Jeremy.
Heritage had comments, and they need
They
to
did.
do what the comments say.
Okay.
It's approved if they complete what Heritage wants done.
And this is not only local, which is us, but also state and federal permits. So all this is contingent upon this.
Right. And I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to accept it as,
I'll second.
and Karen Gricius seconds that, on the condition that all permits are gained. Any other questions about this? Tom, I was gonna ask you, you're the engineer with graduate degree. Did you see any things here?
No, I mean, I don't understand all of it, but I understand enough to, I agree with everything Heritage did. And as long as those are just comments on the plan.
At this point, just green light.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Okay. Karen, did you have any questions?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, next we go to approval to sign release of the mortgage security agreement. This mortgage security agreement was with,
Yes, KTC Holdings, which was Ships on the Square, they have paid off their loan, and everything is zero balance, everything's paid clear. We do have the release of the security agreement and the mortgage to be signed by the mayor in Jan.
okay. So it's all paperwork.
it always gives us what we have for. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. So we would accept a motion to release the mortgage and the security agreement.
To allow you to sign an agreement.
Yeah,
I'll make that motion.
yeah. So we just, for us to sign it. And is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Karen seconds that. Any questions about any of this? All in favor say aye. Aye. Unanimous, thank you very much. Just to add an addendum to that, basically the company that did buy it did come back and borrow money from us again to do some improvements, which was a positive thing. That we were keeping the money, making money for us.
That will need to be recorded, so if you want to email it to me, I can do it electronically, or if you want to record it, either way.
We'll send it to you, and we can do that.
Thank you.
The next thing on our agenda today is I think this goes to related to the health insurance rates in 2025?
Yes, we received our health insurance rates for 2025 for the employees. The overall increase for medical was 0.3%.
Wow.
So that's very favorable, great renewal rates for next year. Dental and vision will not change at all as far as rates or carriers, and the carrier for medical will not change either.
Okay.
So we had a really good renewal this year. That's favorable for a medical trust. So I'd like to present that for approval today, please.
And I'm not wanting to put you on the spot, Jim, but I mean, I think there's a lot of kudos to go to you and to AIM.
And, yeah, we're part of that medical trust, and we've certainly had nice rates. We had a decrease last year.
Last year was 8.3% decrease, so
Yeah.
this year's just a 0.3 increase.
And you just don't hear of that in today's world.
So 0.5, from where we started, lower, 0.5% lower. So that's a deal.
It's a, yeah, and that's through our association, Indiana Association of Cities and Towns, where it used to be.
So it's all for municipalities. So if they join and so want to do so, and it's been nothing but wonderful for us. So
I'll make a motion, do we approve it?
there's nothing to make a motion, is there?
Okay. No, we have, because you're gonna ask the,
Mhm.
yeah,
We
but.
we haven't asked him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't got to the ask.
Along with that, the wellness committee also approved doing the $750 HSA match that we've done the last several years. So they included that and approved that as well in our meeting for the medical and dental vision. So we'll be asking for approval for that as well.
Okay, all together?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll make that motion.
Tom makes a motion to go forward with the $700 payment.
And I'll second.
Any questions? Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous, thank you very much. Next is we have the Mid-America Science Park deposits. I'm assuming it's,
Yeah, I'm doing this for Amanda today. Just approval to return the deposits to 2 events that were held in the banquet hall. One will go to the Scott County Community Foundation, and then another will go to Leadership Southern Indiana.
Okay.
then a motion to go forward and return the mass deposits to those 2 entities.
So moved.
Tom Lewis, so Lewis, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards seconds that. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. By the way, just another addendum here. The Mid-America Science Park in our event center has gone through an amazing renovation. You will all be amazed. So, and we've wanted to bring it up to par so there can be weddings there, there be all kinds of events there. That section is going to always be for rent. The section to the east of that, which is going to be the garage area, which we are doing now because it has restrooms. We're going to take our old tables and set them up out there. But that will be an event center as well, that for any, non-for-profit or other municipality that wants to use it, there won't be a charge. So just to give you a heads up on some things. Okay, we're going now into our next, which is E or HR update, and that is Emily Keller.
I have 2 new hires for approval. One is full-time firefighter. That is Trenton Salyers. His start date will be September the 15th. And then I also am going to include the cell phone and clothing stipend for the remainder of 2024, so it will be prorated. And I'm just going to do these all together. if
Okay,
that's
don't get sale.
The fire does not get cell phone
Oh,
stipend.
sorry, just the clothing, sorry. I'll just do all of these together if that's okay. And then I have a part-time sanitation laborer, and that is Monty Craig. And then I have a promotion, and that is for broadband, Eric Eskew. He'll be going from installer D to installer C. We're going to make that effective September 1st of 2024. He received a climbing certification, so he will be moving from installer D to installer C.
Okay. What's
So-
the difference between C and D, do you know?
He passed the climbing
Oh.
certification.
Okay, still doing the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you or Karen either one want to go on that, we take you up to the top of the water tower. It's a lot of fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I just need approval for all three of those.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 3
Tom Lewis
HR.
makes the motion on the 3 books that were presented to us by
And I'll
the county. Karen Grisham seconds that. Any questions about these, folks? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Unanimous. Ms. Scary, you have a kind of an addendum to this as well?
It's really just to make sure that you're aware that I'm taking Matt and Eric to get their CDL Class A with O restriction. With doing the fiber, they normally just had a Class B CDL, but if they're pulling a trailer with a plow and they add anything else to it, the weight limit, it requires the Class A with O restriction. So I'm signing them both up for that class, scheduled for the end of October. There is a client agreement, but the city's done service with Browning Mountain Training for these CDL classes before. If the mayor, you want approval for the mayor to sign it, or if you give me approval to sign it, either or, but I need that to start that process to lock in those dates.
Okay. So move.
Thompson moves.
No, who needs to sign it?
Yeah, I think
Doesn't
Ms.
matter.
Stacy will sign it.
If that's approved, I just want to make sure, it doesn't matter to me who does it.
So, okay, Karen seconds that. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. So thank you, Stacy.
No problem, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just a heads up, speaking of certifications, Matt already has his Class B, but he'll be getting the Class A. He'll still stay at the same pay that he's at, but Eric doesn't have it, and so whenever he passes his CDL, that'll be coming back again. That's another certification that raises him up, and we'll bring that when that happens.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, Jen, I was going to ask you, did you have a certain date on these starts that you?
We
We've
got
already-
everything.
already-
Yeah, she gave them. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay, next thing is Jan Hardy, clerk treasurer, about Clinton.
I will just, as usual, ask for a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll make that motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second the motion.
Karen Grisham made a motion, Tom Lewis seconds. Any questions about any of the claims? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you very much. Okay, we're now for announcements. Counselor?
Yeah, I do have one. I'm working with the city engineer and engineer for redevelopment on a request for proposals on some renovations at the Mid-America Science Park. So basically this would be on the presentation hall in that area where the circuit court was, to do some upgrades in that area. We've set aside, we have some potential funds from ARP would be left over potentially.
No.
So not any of that.
We don't have anything left. What was committed at budget time?
Okay, so on cash on hand
Right.
and then potentially from the sale of City Hall.
The sale of City Hall is up, but there's no, it was all committed at budget time,
Okay.
ARP.
Cash on hand, city funds. So I would ask for authority to go ahead and issue that RFP and see what we get back to start that process.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes the motion to go forward.
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds that. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Okay, thank you very much. Go forward, our brother, for sure. Next we have, no, yes.
I've already done
Already,
that.
yeah. Chief, what do you got for us, buddy?
I don't have anything right now.
Okay. Have you noticed any creatures running around?
Any what?
Any creatures, long, tall creatures appearing in our municipality here as of late?
Haven't heard of that.
They run around, then when you look at them, they just stop. You see all these Halloween
Oh, yeah.
characters.
Starting to get those up, yeah.
I know, it started early. Yeah, we're only about 6 weeks early, but there's a lot of them. And, so, Ms. Lauren, anything? Okay. We'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
So be it. Thank you, Karen.